The golf community and fans love Viktor Hovland, and he is rising to superstar status. Who is this history-making Norwegian star, and what do we know about him? Join us as we delve into the secret of this rising superstar's success and many more things hidden away from the public eye. It could take months, even years, to learn a foreign language. That's when you're being tutored by an expert. Somehow, Viktor Hovland managed to do the unimaginable. He learned English just by watching films and historical dramas. Such brilliance! Hovland demonstrated that same brilliance on a golf course by becoming the first Norwegian to win on the PGA and the European Tour. Viktor Hovland has earned himself the nickname the Smiling Assassin. Before he turned pro, he had already started turning heads. He was the low amateur at the 2019 Masters and the US Open. At the US Open, Hovland broke a record that remained unbroken for more than 60 years. A record made by the legendary Jack Nicklaus. Viktor Hovland shot 4 under 280 at the Pebble Beach golf links, breaking the Golden Bears record for the lowest 72-hole score by an amateur in the history of the US Open. Over 60 years earlier, Jack Nicklaus shot 2 under 282 to finish second at the US Open at Cherry Hills Country Club in 1960. Hovland topped that record with the best leaderboard finish by an amateur at the US Open since 1971. Before Hovland started breaking records, he tied for 32nd in the Masters tournament and won the US Amateur Championship at Pebble Beach. He is the first golfer to earn the low amateur in the US Open at the same course he won the US Amateur Championship since 1902. He's also the first player to win the low amateur status at the Masters and the US Open since Matt Kuchar in 1998. Impressive, right? Viktor Hovland didn't just wake up and decide he would play golf. Like every golf superstar, his interest in the sport began at a very young age. Viktor was raised by his mother Galina Hovland in Norway, while his father, Harald Hovland, worked with a private firm to raise money for the family. Later, the family relocated to Oklahoma in the United States so Viktor could have a better life. Viktor got his first taste of golf at the age of 11 when his father bought him golf clubs. Harald taught Viktor how to play, regularly practicing at an indoor driving range. Viktor went from practicing golf in an indoor range to becoming the first Norwegian male golfer in the top 10 golfers in the official world golf ranking. However, Viktor's style of play is somewhat different. This is because he's part of a new wave of golfers who learn techniques from YouTube. It takes a lot to be a champion and to consistently remain a champion. Viktor is able to stay at the top of his game thanks to a unique and rigorous training routine. This training routine is what made Viktor Hovland into a PGA Tour star. Hovland has taken a multi-sport approach to make him into a beast of a golfer and a well-rounded athlete. Hovland's performance coach shared a video. Just to show us that becoming the best takes hours in the gym and a drive to never stop. The video went viral after his first win on the PGA Tour, and fans' love has been pouring in since then. Hovland won a scholarship from the Norwegian Golf Federation in high school and decided to use that to get additional training to become the best golfer he could be. Viktor trains with performance coach Kim Rotnes Jensen, who teaches him to be a well-rounded athlete while incorporating routines specific to the sport he plays. Jensen said, "With all my athletes, Viktor included, I look at them as athletes, not as golfers, tennis or soccer players. I want to coach them in every aspect of what the body is capable of. That will help them in the future in any sport." Hovland started training with Jensen with a multi-sport background in taekwondo, soccer, and handball. He was already a gifted athlete. However, Jensen improved Hovland's overall shape by using boxing and badminton rackets to develop his hand speed, and baseball bats to train his hand-eye coordination, power, speed, and sequencing. Track and field workouts were also incorporated into Hovland's training to build the fast-twitch muscles he would need for an explosive swing. Hovland's training routine is unique and dialed in to fit his specific needs. Movements like squats and deadlifts have also been incorporated into his training to improve his functional strength and range of motion needed for golf swings. Hovland needs to be able to rotate forcefully under control as a golfer. He worked on specific drills to help him create the pump he uses for his famous two-step backswing. This move has been referred to as a better version of Charles Barkley's infamous move. Hovland puts in a lot of work, training most every day with his trainer during his amateur career, while also attending Wang Toppidret Golf, a school dedicated to developing Norway's most talented young golfers. With this enormous amount of hard work, Hovland was crowned champion of the Norwegian Amateur Golf Championships. At a young age, just 24, Viktor Hovland is taking the golf world by storm, breaking records left and right. After turning pro in 2019, Hovland became the first Norwegian to appear at the Masters and the first Norwegian to make the cut. He won the Ben Hogan Award, was named a first-team All-American twice, and was tabbed as an All-Big 12 pick in all 3 college seasons. Hovland attended the University of Oklahoma just like Ricky Fowler did, although his favorite golfer while growing up was Sergio Garcia. Before the 2019 season wrapped up, Hovland set a PGA Tour record for most consecutive rounds in the 60s, with 19, lasting into the second round of the CJ Cup in South Korea. He beat the previous record of 17 consecutive rounds in the 60s, made by Bob Estes. Hovland opened 2020 with his first win. He won the Puerto Rico Open, and he picked up a second PGA Tour win at the Mayakoba Golf Classic. In 2021, he broke another record, becoming the first Norwegian to win on the European Tour by winning the BMW International Open. He also became the first Norwegian to play in the Ryder Cup, and rose into the upper echelon of golfers by becoming the first Norwegian male to reach the top 10 in the official world golf ranking. Hovland has Shay Knight as his caddy. He formerly worked with his Oklahoma State college coach, Alan Bratton. But when he turned pro, he decided he wanted a more permanent caddy. Hovland met Shay at the Mayakoba Golf Classic. Shay has been a caddy for at least 15 years, and he decided to form a partnership with Viktor Hovland when Ricky Fowler's caddy, Joe Skovron, stepped in. Shay spoke about the role Joe Skovron played. He said, "Joe asked me if I'd have any interest in caddying for Viktor when the decision to turn pro was official, and my answer, obviously, was yes." When he's not playing golf, Hovland loves music and fashion. He is a huge metal fan, with his favorite metal bands being Metallica, Tool, and System of a Down. Speaking of music, what do you think of music on a golf course? Are you for it or against it? Tell us in the comments section. We'd love to hear what you think. 2021 was Hovland's best year yet, but he opened 2022 with a top 5 finish at the Abu Dhabi HSBC Championship. A week after, he won the Slink.io Dubai Desert Classic, making a birdie on the first hole of a sudden death playoff to defeat Richard Bland. With this win, Hovland now ranks number 3 in the official world golf ranking. So far, Hovland has earned approximately $10 million in career earnings. He has earned more than $7.5 million on the PGA Tour and just over $2 million from the European Tour. However, Hovland has sponsorship deals worth millions of dollars with several brands. He has partnered with Cisco, Slink, Audemars Piguet, and J. Lindbergh Sport. His most recent partnership is with Ping. Hovland uses the Ping G425 LST as his driver. Viktor Hovland shares a close relationship with his mother. She seems to be a strict woman and stickler for the rules. Garina also appears to be very knowledgeable about golf. Viktor was walking to his car after shooting 2 under 70 at the Players' Championship when his mother called him. She was way back in Norway watching the game, and during the conversation, she asked if Viktor would be penalized for what happened at the 15th hole. When Viktor asked what she meant, Garina replied, "Well, you didn't put your mark back in the right place." Viktor dropped his call and immediately notified tour officials of the potential penalty. They reviewed the footage and realized that Viktor moved his mark a putter head to the left to clear the path for Justin Thomas. However, he didn't return the mark to its original position and moved it another putter head left before making a 3-footer for par. Viktor would have been disqualified under the old rules since he had already signed his card, but under Rules Interpretation 3.3b, he was docked 2 shots and was left with an opening 72. These 2 shots ended up costing Viktor Hovland. He shot 2 over 74 the next day and missed the cut by 2 shots. It goes to show that Viktor is a man of integrity and respect for the game. Be sure to check out more fabulous videos on Golf Plus. See you there!